Just say you hate basketball. A lot of people seem to think the Knicks making the finals in 1999 was a fluke, but it wasn't an accident. It was a revenge tour. Back in the early 90s, Pat Riley basically turned the Knicks into the bad boy Pistons. They were relentless, they were physical, they were defensive, and it wasn't pretty, it wasn't flashy. Patrick Ewing anchoring everything, Anthony Mason and Charles Oakley doing the dirty work, and of course John Starks bringing the fire from outside. They weren't built to entertain you unless you wanted to fight. They were built to survive Michael Jordan. Fast forward to 94, thank goodness for baseball, and Scottie Pippen, cause the Knicks made the finals for the first time in my life, and we're one game away from a championship, Game 7 against the Houston Rockets. Everything they had built up to that point comes down to one night, and it all fell apart. My first favorite player goes 2 for 18, 0 for 11 from 3. And the worst part was that by halftime, everybody in the building could see that something needed to change. But Pat Riley didn't want to change anything, he didn't make any adjustments, and he left John Starks in for 42 minutes. And hindsight is 2020, but Rolando Blackman was sitting right on the bench. And Scott Brooks, who was one of the backup point guards for the Houston Rockets at the time, said he was surprised he never got in. He was known for giving the Rockets buckets throughout his entire career, and they never knew what to do with him. I guess the Rockets are lucky that he publicly complained about Pat Riley changing the rules and not allowing family members to fly on the team plane. And in retaliation, Pat Riley and that wonderful ego of his sat Blackman for the entire series. In fact, he only played 6 games the entire playoffs. A veteran, a spark off the bench, a different look, another option, exactly what the Knicks needed, but he never touched the floor. The Knicks lose 90-84, and just like that, their 3-2 lead and championship hopes disappear. And then somehow, it gets worse. 1 year later, we're thinking, let's run it back, but Pat Riley says no. No speech, no goodbye, just resigns. And he did it by sending a fax. That's like ending your 4-year relationship with a text message. And before we even finish reading the facts, you were already on to the next one. And just to be clear, Pat Riley is an all-time great. Everything he did with the Lakers, taking the Knicks to the finals, even Heat culture. And ultimately, Miami gave him the deal the Knicks didn't want to give him. I mean, imagine this list of demands coming out in 2026. A $50 million contract, a 20% ownership stake, $500 every single day. A limo to and from the games, and the Heat needed to buy out his LA and NYC homes. Oh yeah, he's the team president on top of being the head coach. I mean, you might as well have just called him the king. Control, power, and ownership, I mean, they gave him everything he asked for, and he took it. But the part that nobody seems to talk about is when you leave, you don't just leave a team. You take the identity, the system, and the mentality with you. That kind of thing lingers for years. Fast forward to 1999. Lockout season, 50 games, complete chaos. And the Knicks are still physical, still defensive, still built for ugly basketball. But now we're one of the underdogs, and who's the first team we see in the playoffs? Pat Riley and his #1 seeded Miami Heat. Game 5, season on the line, win or go home.
Miami leads New York 77-76. It'll be the Knicks basketball. The winner of this game will face the Atlanta-Detroit winner in the second round of the playoffs. Well, the loser will have a disappointing end to the season.
Van Gundy called the play a triangle. That usually means something for Ewing. Allen Houston.
Houston ducks under. Got it! With 8 tenths left.
This time Allen Houston is legit. He is the hero on a tough day. He seals the deal with 8/10 of a second left, though. There's still a legitimate shot left for the Miami Heat. They got to get the ball in, and it's got to get up in the air. Porter
Got it away. No good. Just missed. And the New York Knicks have become the second team in NBA history to knock off a #1.
Poetic justice. This was the system that Pat Riley built, beating him. The Knicks were the underdog. They weren't the better team on paper, and they became just the second 8 seed to beat a #1 seed in the playoffs. They were built for a moment just like this, and they didn't stop there. In the second round, they saw Dikembe Mutombo and the Atlanta Hawks and swept them. And Patrick Ewing got hurt in this series, so the Knicks had to play the rest of the playoffs without him. And then the Knicks played the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals.
91-88, 11.9.
don't foul on a 3.
If it gets late, the Pacers can foul to put them on the line.
Ward had it tipped. Johnson made a good catch. Johnson is fouled and hit. Johnson has hit his career quota of wild shots today.
And now he's got to make one, and when they rushed him, he said, leave me alone. I got to make a free throw here. The game is a long way from being over.
Got it. New York by one. Timeout, Indiana. 3 incredible three-point shots by Larry Johnson in this game.
And the Indiana Pacers, who has lost in this building, Bird has too many times on long three-point shots at the end of the game. Larry Johnson, the pump fake. Phantom foul called there. Running away from the play, Antonio Davis.
Grabbed him, but you're in that situation, what you got to think is the worst I can do is foul and get possession. Goes for the pump fake. Now he's got a hand on him, and he's going to push, and he gets one. This is home court advantage. That's what you get when you play at home. You get the. Now you said that Reggie Miller foul wasn't a foul.
That's right.
Larry Johnson hits the 4-point play. The Knicks win, and it's bye-bye Reggie. And the best part of winning this series and getting to the finals is this was 1999. Michael Jordan's retired. Everyone feels like they have a chance now. The Heat were the #1 seed. The Pacers, of course, had championship hopes. And they both get beat by the 27-23 1999 New York Knicks. And then, of course, San Antonio restored order, blah, blah, blah. But the point is that the Knicks didn't just randomly make the finals in 1999. They just became the final version of what Pat Riley started. And the first team they beat was his. And if you think the game won't give you exactly what you give it,